I'm genuinely starting to think that there's something wrong with me. So last night I went on a date with a very, very nice guy.
So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
Attention single ladies everywhere. We are currently in the NBA playoffs, if you did not know, which means that there are single, straight men in bars all over watching basketball. Go meet one.
Oh yeah, totally makes sense. Let's pay good money to get rejected, right? What a deal.
Exactly. Why would any guy sign up for a singles event when they can get rejected for free every day? I mean, who wouldn't want to pay for that privilege?
Hey bro, want to spend some cash to get judged in less than 10 seconds? Where do I sign up?
These singles events are just rejection festivals with men being judged, dismissed, and sized up on the spot like they're on sale at the clearance rack.
Men know the deal. They walk in and it's like, oh, here's your rejection receipt. Thanks for coming.
And the worst part, these guys are competing like it's the Olympics just to get noticed. It's like running through a gauntlet. For what? More rejection?
Exactly. And the emotional toll. Why put yourself through that? Men are like, nah, I'll pass. I get judged enough as it is, no need to pay for more.
Yeah, no surprise men are ditching these events. It's not just the money, it's the constant feeling of not good enough.
So guys, you want real talk? Avoid these events. Save your cash and your sanity.
Does the perfect woman exist?
No.
Why not?
So too crazy these days. They expect too much.
What is a perfect woman to you?
Doesn't need a man to babysit her or...
You're probably hanging out in the wrong spots, my dude.
Hi, I am Samuel.
Hi, I am Mark. Welcome to Protective Perspective.
If you're tired of the games, the lies, and the heartbreak,
You're in the right place.
here, we don't just talk, we confront the brutal truth of modern relationships.
It's time to wake up, take charge, and reclaim your power.
Let's dive in.
If you are single and live in San Francisco, then this video is for you. I'm so excited to share that the Chaotic Singles Party is coming to San Francisco for the first time ever next Friday, June 7th. It'll be taking place at Chambers Eat and Drink, and we're gonna have drink specials, we're gonna have a DJ, we're gonna have icebreaker games, and we're gonna have a bar full of like 200 to 300 singles looking to mix and mingle IRL. I'm also running an Instagram ad only targeted to single men so that the ratio will be fire. So if you live in San Francisco and you're tired of the dating apps and you want to just meet a bunch of singles in real life, then you should come next Friday, June 7th. More information is a link in my bio.
Wait. She actually had to run an ad to get guys to show up? Bro, this is where we're at now?
Yep, looks like we've hit the begging stage of the game. Like, please, gentlemen, show up to reject us in person.
Desperation is real, man. But it's obvious guys are done putting in all the effort just to get rejected or ignored.
Hey fellas, come spend your time and money on us. We promise you'll get judged, dismissed, and ghosted in record time.
Yeah, men have wised up. They're tired of playing the game where they're expected to do everything, only to get overlooked like a last season outfit.
Exactly. And now women are feeling it. They just assumed men would keep coming, but nope, these guys have checked out.
And honestly, running ads just screams desperation. It's like waving a white flag, we surrender. Please show up.
Bro, it's like a fire sale where no one wants the product. If men are avoiding these events in droves, that says everything about how they feel about modern dating.
Right. Guys have realized that their time and energy are valuable. Why waste it on events where they're set up to fail?
Facts. So let us know in the comments, fellas, would you answer that ad? Or are you keeping your distance like the rest of us?
Women I know who have stopped dating is astronomical. They aren't even looking anymore because that's how disappointed and fed up they are with the male sex. Men, do better. The world needs more strong men. And I don't mean strong as in goes to the gym and bench presses 200. I mean strong as in safe, protector, kind, compassionate, gentle. Think about it this way. Women are so fed up with y'all that they would rather just be alone forever than even have to speak to you anymore. That's not enough to make you get off your ass and wake up? I don't know what is.
So, let me get this straight, women are done with dating, huh? But they're the same ones out here asking, where are all the good men at?
Bro, it's hilarious. They want it both ways. I'm done with dating, but oh, why aren't any quality men flocking to me? Make it make sense.
The irony's thick, man. The truth is, these so-called good men got tired of the nonsense, the games, the ridiculous expectations, constantly feeling like they're just there to serve. So you know what? They said, I'm out.
Yup, they didn't throw a tantrum or make a big deal about it, they just quietly checked out. While these women were busy friend-zoning or taking them for granted, those men were like, nah, I'll pass.
And now these women are acting all shocked, like, wait, where did they go? It's like, sis, they're not waiting around anymore. You snooze, you lose.
We're all the good men they're out there, but they're not chasing after you anymore. You made your choices, and now it's your turn to deal with the consequences.
Exactly. Fellas, drop a comment below if you're one of those guys who's quietly checked out of the dating scene. Are you seeing these women wake up to reality yet? Or are they still living in la 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 land?
Where are all my LA single girlies at? I'm talking to the ones who are happy being single. You know who you are. You love yourself because you know you are already whole and complete. You could date someone. You could hook up with somebody. You could make out with somebody, but you don't need no man or a woman. This TikTok is for you. I am hosting a meetup on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Nickel Mine for all of my baddest LA girlies who are single that would like to mix and mingle and maybe date somebody or just get to know some other dope females. And this isn't for the boys because trust me, the men will already be there and you don't bring sand to the beach.
Man, this is straight up sad. So on one hand, she's out here preaching you don't need a man. Be strong, independent, but then, what is this? She's selling them a dream, telling them they can find a man at this ran-through event. Like, which is it?
You don't need a man, ladies. But hey, come to this hookup event where you might find one bro. It's comical. First, they push this whole we're better off alone narrative, and then dangle some fantasy of a fairy tale relationship in front of these women. It's like, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, because nothing screams independent woman like going to a hookup event hoping Prince Charming is gonna roll through the door. I mean, why even show up if you don't need a man? Oh wait, maybe they do?
The truth always slips through, doesn't it? They claim they're all about that solo life, but as soon as they think there's a shot at landing a guy, they're lining up. It's like they're caught between wanting independence and the fairy tale ending.
Have you ever gone speed dating in London? Don't. This is exactly how it felt the entire time. So here I am, getting ready, thinking maybe I'll meet the love of my life tonight. However, I was far from it. Same with my friends. And you know, I'm American, so I feel like that says a lot. And I was very happy to leave. This is me saying that was awful. And we all went to Simmons Bar after to talk about how the night went and how we will never, ever be going back again. And yeah, we just went home and got kebabs on the way home to kind of reward ourselves and went to bed.
I'm genuinely starting to think that there's something wrong with me. So last night I went on a date with a very, very nice guy. Now tell me why I'm sitting here thinking, you know what, God? Actually, I think I want a few more lessons. Like, what the actual fuck? If I were to really think about it, though, and analyze it, I'm assuming this is probably because I considered my ex to be, like, a nice guy, and I'm just now realizing how much he, like, really messed me up and gave me, like, really bad commitment issues. And so it's like, if I think about, you know, how I want maybe more of a guy who would be like a lesson or like a bad boy, it's because they're at least very straightforward with their red flags. Like, you know what you're getting into. Whereas a nice guy, they can just surprise you out of fucking nowhere with some traumatic experiences and manipulation and bullshit. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to trust anyone?
You know, I gotta give her credit for at least realizing something's off. I mean, it's rare to see that level of self-awareness these days. Right, Mark? But seriously, even when a good guy comes along, these women still go looking for drama. It's like they're addicted to the chaos, can't live without it.
Yeah, because why settle for peace and happiness when you can chase after emotional wreckage, right? Makes total sense.
To be fair, it's the trauma talking. They're dragging baggage from their past relationships, and instead of unpacking it, they throw it onto the next guy.
Which is exactly why they should heal first before diving into another relationship. Otherwise, they just end up wrecking the new guy too. It's a vicious cycle, man.
Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up. Attempted going to a singles mixer in downtown Phoenix. The ratio of men to women was way off. We left after maybe 40 minutes, but hey, we tried.
Okay, I'm confused. What happened to strong, independent women don't need no man? What happened to women not wanting to date men anymore? What happened to lonely, single, and desperate men would do anything to get a woman? For some reason, the math is not mathing. Because from what I'm hearing about singles events, it's flooded with women. Women are looking for relationships. Women are looking for relationships despite whatever they're saying online, that they prefer to be alone without men. See, women are not being truthful. They come online and they say they don't need a man. They don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want to settle. But then when you see a singles event, it's primarily all women. Where are the men? Yeah, we know where the men are because they don't want to deal with it anymore. You see, there's a big difference. When women say they don't want something, they actually want it. When a man says he doesn't want something, he means it.
Mark, let's look in the comments what people have to say.
All right, Mark, the first comment is, look at the women's tables, all are empty. No woman had money to buy herself a drink.
Crazy, isn't it, Mark? The next one is, when women look at this scene, they see many available people. What men see is a lot of women who will ignore, reject them, or play games at best.
Bravo, the next one is they can buy each other flowers and hold each other's hands. So men are out of the lies and enjoying some peace and tranquility.
So here is the last. What did you expect? That was a sea of independent women. That's why no men were there.
If you are a single girl in Los Angeles, I need you to come to my chaotic singles party tonight because I have so many men on this list. I've never had this many men buy tickets. And then we're salsa dancing tonight and the salsa instructor was like, hey, can I bring a guest list of 30 more men? And I was like, yeah, for sure. But now it's a lot of men and I need the girlies to come and we're gonna salsa dance. It's gonna be so fun. And this is what I'm wearing. Okay, it starts at 8 downtown. Hope you can come.
Let me just tell you something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now.
What is wrong with men this time?
But I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay? And are you going to cover them?
Ah, yes, there's nothing quite so charming as a woman charging a man for her time.
I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever.
Maybe he thought one was kidding, joking around, because who would honestly take that amount of entitlement seriously?
But when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
Then he opened it and it's receipts. Hello, pre-post date expenses. Hello, like what kind of females do you be dating?
Probably the type that don't normally charge by the hour.
So I handed it to him and he literally looked shocked at me and said, I can't cover this. It was $478 for pre and post date expenses.
In terms of great investment ideas, something that comes off in less than 2 minutes of soap is not the best thing to invest $478 in.
You asked me on a date, and mind you, we really didn't even have that good a conversation because he was on his phone the whole time, and I have a very strict no phone policy on dates. Hello, you're here to pay attention to me. Look at all the effort that I had to put into going on this date, and now you have a problem with pre- and post-date expenses?
If only some individuals put the same amount of effort into their personalities as they did to their outward appearances, some might not be on their phones.
Man, I swear they've got a name for this service. But let's be real, this wasn't a date. Nah, this was straight up business. She's in the world's oldest profession, my friend.
Yeah, and if the service is trash, what then? Does she offer refunds? Maybe even throw in a tax deduction?
Refunds. Dude, with this level of entitlement, she probably charges extra for complaints. The audacity. It's not just delusion, it's a whole new brand of delusion.
For real. Pre-date and post-date expenses, like what? When did they start handing out invoices for just getting to know you? I feel like I missed a memo.
Right? Imagine paying just to have a conversation. And then, oh wait, you've got to keep paying to keep dating her. It's like a subscription service with no cancel button. What's next, a punch card? Buy 5 dates, get 1 free.
Exactly. And somehow they keep raising the standards every day, expecting men to hit this insane bar. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking, single life's looking pretty damn good right about now.
I went to a singles event recently, and there was about 60 of us, I think, all up. Half boys, half girls. It was really fun. It wasn't like a speed dating event. The one guy that I was interested in, we had been chatting one-on-one partway through, conversation on point. We had some things we connected on. We had some things that we were passionate about that the other person wasn't, that we were asking questions about. Conversation flowing, really good. We got interrupted by having to do a group game. So we were like, let's chat again afterwards. We didn't get a chance because there was multiple games, and then it kind of wrapped up and I turned around and he was gone. I followed him on Instagram and I sent him a message. That was about 3 weeks ago. No reply. Nothing.
You know, speed dating and singles events, they're not for people who actually want something serious.
Oh yeah, because nothing says meaningful connection like 3-minute chats in a room full of strangers. What are we doing, shopping for relationships like we're at a clearance sale?
Right? It's like a convention for the broken and damaged people lugging around emotional baggage, hoping someone will fill the void for them. Spoiler alert, that's not how it works.
Exactly. These folks aren't looking for love, they're just looking for a quick emotional band-aid. Fix me, make me forget my problems. It's basically speed therapy disguised as dating.
And then they wonder why nothing lasts. They're too busy chasing distractions, thinking someone else is going to magically solve their issues. Like, hey, how about working on yourself first?
Yeah, newsflash. A healthy relationship isn't built on two people avoiding their problems. It's built when both have their tea together. But hey, distractions are easier, right?
Exactly, Mark. The real work. That's not what they signed up for.
What I've learned being single 7 months after being in a relationship for 4 years that should have left earlier. First of all, take your time. If you don't want to talk to a single male, you don't need to. But if you do, then do it and have fun with it. It doesn't need to be serious. It's not like high school. Just because you're hanging out with someone, you don't need to like make things official. It's what you want to make of it. My personal favorite part is being independent. I am so independent now. I actually prefer to be alone sometimes, which couldn't be me before. I'm not afraid to stay in. I'm not afraid to go out. I do whatever I want to do. I am so content being alone. I have so much fun alone. I've learned so much about myself that I didn't know before. Also, am learning to love myself and truly myself. Have my energy back. Like, I'm attracting good energy because my energy is good. I'm so confident. I'm so happy. And my friendships are the strongest they've ever been because I don't have negative energy affecting me anymore. So you only have to worry about yourself. It's nice to not worry about what someone else is doing and do whatever the heck you want to do. It's fun to take risks and travel and meet people that you wouldn't meet before and just put yourself out there and get butterflies again and flirting and like, I don't know. It's just fun. And just remember, what's meant for you will find. So go live your life, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun.
This is exactly the kind of advice women should avoid like the plague. You've got women telling other women just stay single, date for fun. Don't take it seriously. I mean, come on, that's basically a roundabout way of saying, hey, join me in hookup culture.
Yeah, 'cause nothing says empowerment like throwing yourself into the streets. It's like they're giving out blueprints for emotional self-destruction. I don't bother with meaningful connections. Just rack up the body count and see where that gets you.
So where does it get them? Let's see more emotional damage, less connection, and a whole lot of confusion. It's like they're running in circles, chasing cheap thrills instead of real love. Then when the fun dies down, they're left feeling empty.
Of course, because nothing says I'm thriving like feeling hollow and drained, and somehow they expect this to lead to happiness or stability. It's like they've been set up to fail from the start, trapped in a loop of treating dating like a game.
Exactly, and they wonder why they're stuck in a cycle of misery. This is why women are often each other's worst enemy. Essentially, what this one's saying is, come get ran through in the streets like me. Misery loves company, right?
Right, Mark. That's the invite. Join me in my chaos so we can both end up emotionally wrecked and wondering why real relationships feel out of reach.
And it's like they don't see the trap they're setting for themselves. Fun's over. And now they're left wondering why true happiness never comes knocking.
I don't think guys really understand that the whole rise of like the nerdy loser dude who doesn't make money was so popular as like a trope in the 2000s, 2010s, because women could make money and because women had reproductive freedom. And now that that reproductive freedom is going away, guess what? We no longer want to date guys who don't make money, who are just like these cute, lovable, nerdy, geeky, down to earth. It's not a coincidence that you're seeing a rise in women who are like, no, I am materialistic. I need material things now. The era for dating for love and dating like lovable losers, it's over, done.
cool story, but reality's about to slap her in the face hard. Does she honestly believe that once a man makes it, he's going to come back and rescue her? That's next-level delusion.
Right, Samuel? Like, oh, now that I'm rich and successful, let me just go back and save the girl who didn't give a damn when I was broke. Nah, the truth is brutal. If she didn't want you when you had nothing, she doesn't deserve you when you've got everything.
Exactly. Men remember who was there when they were down and out, who actually supported them. And you know who else they remember? The ones who were too busy chasing materialistic nonsense when they weren't at the top.
Yeah, 'cause nothing screams loyalty like showing up after the hard work's done. If she's only in it for the cars, the cash and the status, then he's better off leaving her in the dust. The last thing he needs is more baggage to deal with.
For real, he doesn't need someone who's just there for the rewards but who wasn't around for the grind. Men aren't in the business of charity work when they hit the top.
Exactly. Success doesn't come with a save the ungrateful clause. If she's only going to show up for the perks, she can keep walking.
Come speed dating with us. Train to Leeds.
For now, last 2 weekends I've been out. I haven't been a drinking kind of weekend.
3 drinks. Makeup check. We're here. Let's sign in. Waiting. Getting nervous now. Oh, it's time. Let's do this. It's not going well so far. Get that drink down, you go. Sat on my own. Story of my life. I'll just have my drink. Cheers.
Okay, let's give you that. We're going to go because I'm not really feeling it, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah, thank you, though.
You should have gone in the younger age group.
I know.
Get that lift here now.
This is a thing, so it came quicker than... Oh my god, it's coming. Bye. Bye-bye.
Man, save yourself the headaches and skip those dating events. Trust me, it's a disaster waiting to happen. You'll probably have an even worse time than you expected.
Yeah, nothing screams romance like speed rounds of awkward small talk with strangers. And if you're seriously looking to date, you might want to try, I don't know, the real world?
Exactly, Samuel. Forget about these dating apps too, just another waste of time and effort. Like, why would you look for something real in these manufactured environments? It's all surface-level nonsense.
Yeah, because nothing says lasting connection like swiping right based on a photo. These setups are designed for superficial interactions, not genuine relationships. And when it's all said and done, you'll be left with nothing but disappointment.
It's like chasing smoke, man. Don't waste your energy. If you're serious, look where real connections happen, not in some artificial fast food version of dating.